Hi everyone, welcome back to JP WHU TV. It's nice to see you. I hope you're keeping well and having a good end to your week, and have had a good week as well for that matter. I know there's a lot of stuff going on at the West Ham camp at the moment, which we will be talking about today, but this video is talking about West Ham's 8th away game of the 24-25 Premier League season, where we welcome Wolverhampton Wanderers to the London Stadium this Monday night for their second away game in 7 days for an 8 o'clock kickoff under the lights, live on Sky Sports. And also, guys, this is our first of 2 Monday night games in 7 days on Sky Sports under the lights as well, for that matter, because we play Bournemouth away next Monday. But as always, guys, this video is sponsored by the channel sponsor, 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase some really nice retro gear. As you can see from the icon that's up here, there's also some retro Wolves gear in there as well, if there's any Wolves fans watching, along with track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts made by Admiral, Umbro and Buckter as well, so go check those out. Any purchases you make through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting, as I always say, I'll be sending on to the charity Iron Supporting Food Banks. They're based in the Newham area, and they're helping those in the Newham area and the Essex County and further afield for that matter, as they're currently supporting over 70, probably close to, if not over 80 separate food banks by the time of this recording. I'm pretty sure it's 80 now plus. So go grab yourself a really nice retro shirt. You'll be saving yourself a few quid in comparison to your respective club shop, and you'll be helping those that are less fortunate than you and I. But if you want to make a donation direct to the charity and you don't want to make an affiliate link purchase, that's perfectly fine. There's the Just Give and Fund link just above it. So £1, £2, £5, whatever you can afford, guys. Believe me, every single penny helps. So guys, as always, there's going to be timestamps in the description below, so go check those out as well. I'd like you to stay around for as long as possible, and please do like, share and subscribe. But if you can't, then by please do pick the relevant chapter in the line below and put your comments in the comment section at any point as well. So let's continue the video by starting off with, as we always do, by talking about the officials. The referee for this game is John Brooks. His assistants are Simon Bennett and Dan Robatham. The fourth official is Tim Robinson. On VAR, unfortunately, we have Andley Madley, and his assistant is Steve Meredith. So again, a mixed bag of officials. Now, our last 6 home games against Wolves shows that we've won 4, drawn none and lost 2, scoring 10 and conceding just 3. Now, Wolves are 3 points from safety at the time of this recording, with 9 points on the table, 19th on the table after 14 games, winning 1, drawing 6, losing 7, scoring 22 and conceding 36. Footy Stats away table shows Wolves at 16th, the same place that we are on the table in the Premier League, with 1 win, 2 draws, 4 losses, scoring 11 times and conceding 18 goals. The same away as they are conceding at home as well, for that matter. Now, of course, we welcome back Craig No Nonsense Ballon Dawson, although we conceded 2 goals against Everton on Wednesday night, so it doesn't really make much of a difference from that style. I think it was Wednesday night, wasn't it? Yeah. Now, Wolves' style of play seems to be playing with width, attacking down the right, using long balls and playing in their own half. They are very strong at stealing possession, but they are strong at finishing, scoring chances, counter-attacks, curating long shot opportunities and coming back from losing positions, apart from Wednesday night. But they are weak at keeping possession, avoiding being in the offside trap, and defending against attacks down the wings, and also defending against skillful players. But they are very weak at defending against set pieces and avoiding fouls in dangerous areas. If anybody watched some of the Everton Wolves game, they conceded a brilliant, both of the 2 goals, only one stood at the start of it, but both goals were set pieces, a free kick and a corner. So yeah, we need to be really on the ball when it comes to that. I'm surprised, to be honest with you, and we'll go into this in a bit more detail in a minute from a West Ham perspective, but I'm surprised both managers are still in their jobs as it stands at the moment. Both teams played horrendously this week and have had other horrendous games during the season as well. Now, players to look out for. Away from home, Kuna is the highest goal scorer with 5 goals and 1 assist, so we really need to be keeping an eye on him, as it is with Ainori as well, bringing up the rear with 2 goals and 1 assist. Lamina is their highest assister with 2 assists on the road. Mosquera wins an average of 3 aerial duels per game, with Larson on 2.4 and Craig Dawson on 2.3 on average per game. Now, looking at Wolves' injuries, Pedro is out with an ankle/foot injury. Mosquera and Medina are both out until next season with their respective knee injuries. Kalisic is out until the new year, should say, with a knee injury, as well as is Traore out until Boxing Day with the same injury. And Semedo is eligible after being suspended from 5 yellow cards previously. So I mean, I'm not gonna let's cut straight to the chase, guys. Let's talk about West Ham. Now, I want to start off on some relatively positive news first before we go into what everyone's talking about at the moment. The FA Cup game has been confirmed away to Aston Villa is going to be on the Wednesday, the 8th of January. So keep an eye out for that. We will be doing the watch along hopefully for that game as well. If I haven't moved by that point, because if I haven't, then there's no point because I might not have internet. But we'll have to wait and see. That's obviously a month away now. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the. I was going to say elephant in the room, but it's more like elephant in the air, in the bloody plane hangar, isn't it? It's just, honestly, it's ridiculous. J-Lo is on unbelievably thin ice. Leicester humiliation aside, I'd say that was more of a humiliation than the Arsenal result. I did say during the watch along for that the manager should go if he can't control his players, and he can't, because apparently he's been falling out with Areola, he's been falling out with Todibo, he's been falling out with Fulkrug, he's been falling out with Kudus. I mean, Todibo is apparently injured, yet he's been training on his own because of the arguments that he's had. I mean, Fulkrug hinted in his post-match interview that he had with the club website or stroke YouTube channel that they're not happy with each other at all. He didn't mention it he didn't say J-Lo and I have had words, but he did say something along the lines, if I remember correctly, of the fact that it was basically, we're not happy with, with everyone spoken their mind, etc., etc. So it does verify to a degree that what's been talking about has happened. When a manager starts falling out with players, and yes, okay, the captain has to stand in, as it's been reported that Bowen has, which is completely fine. As a result of this, J-Lo's on very, very thin ice. Apparently talks happened on yesterday, and he's been given the Wolves game to stay in charge, but apparently Graham Potter's been spoken to, and one other target, I can't remember who it is now, but apparently neither are happy with an interim deal until the end of the season, which I don't blame them for, to be honest with you. Because we did that with Moyes first time round, and then we got rid of him, and then we brought him back. So we might as well just say, look, here, go, bam, 18-month deal, to be reviewed at the end of the season. That's the more thoughtful way that David Sullivan should really be really approaching this. Honestly, I'm very, very worried, as a lot of us are. The Leicester away game became very, very heated for certain parts of the conversation, purely because there's certain people out there who are pushing their agenda instead of actually supporting the club and supporting the players. But I don't disagree with anybody that wants J-Lo out. I'm on very, very close to being in the out camp as well, for that matter. I really genuinely am. I am worried, just as you guys are. It's Wolves. It's his home. It's his home. Sorry, it's his previous club that he's worked for. Wolves haven't picked up a result for a long time. We step up. The rest is history from that point of view. We can only see this one. I reckon if this is a draw, I think J-Lo's still on thin ice before the Bournemouth game, because I guarantee Bournemouth away, which is going to be the following fixture, we are not getting anything out of that. We'll talk about that later on for that preview as well. But yeah, we are massively worried at the minute, and it feels like the end. It generally, if you look at the way we capitulated against Arsenal at the start, obviously second half was better because words were said and air was cleared. Certain players aren't stepping up, etc., etc. But you look at the grander scheme of things. Was it 14, 15 games now, including this fixture? We're not in a good place in any shape or form. We've got players that are underperforming. Certain players are overperforming to try and compensate for that. And there's burnout. Guaranteed there was burnout on against the Leicester game as a result of it. Good to see that Fulkrug got his goal. It was brilliant, but it shouldn't be like that. We should not be in that situation. I'm not saying, on paper, yes, okay, we should have been dominance team, and we were. You know, we had what was it, 30 shots and 10 on 10 on target, and only scored 1 goal. Yeah, all right. That's that was down to the fact that that Leicester's goalkeeper was it Hermanson pulled off some fantastic saves. He really genuinely did. Let's look at the bigger picture here rather than just what the stats say. You know, but yeah, it wasn't a good performance in any shape or form. I still maintain most of those goals should never have happened due to ball watching. And a few other dodgy decisions. But again, you know, it's just that's the way that is. But guys, this brings us nicely round to the end of the video while we're talking about the starting 11. So I've made a couple of changes, and you'll probably be surprised at one of the changes that I've put in here. If I was in charge of West Ham, obviously, of course, put your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what your starting 11 you would do. Not trying. You guys seem to try and say, oh, J-Lo's not doing this, J-Lo's not doing that. I'm not asking you to predict what Lopetigui is doing. I'm saying, what would you like to see? You know, totally different. This isn't a channel that tries to guess the future. We don't do that. This is a channel of independent opinions. Yeah. So yeah, but this is the start 11 that I would put out if I was in charge of West Ham on Monday night, just purely to try and get a bit more impetus and a bit more get us on in line with how the club is supposed to be. Fabianski in goal, with a back four of Wan-Bissaka, Casey, Kilman and Emerson. Soler in the hole, with Souček in front of him, supporting Antonio, Kudus and Somerville, with Bowen up front. So thank you very much for your time, guys. Please do like, share and subscribe if you're enjoying it. Over the last 4 weeks, it's been rocketed up recently. Over the last 4 weeks, 70.2% of you guys have been watching the channel have not subscribed to the channel itself. So by all means, please do like, share and subscribe. Please do share this with anybody that you feel may want to watch it. But as always, guys, we'll probably have the full-time thoughts up on Tuesday because I'll be needing going to work in the next morning, and there's no way in hell I'm gonna have time to do it on Monday night. So we'll do the full-time thoughts video will be up on Tuesday night. But in the meantime, guys, have a fantastic weekend. Try not to stress out about West Ham. There's a lot going on at the moment, as we know, but we can't individually change it, so there's no point really fretting about something you have no control over. So in the meantime, guys, have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you very, very soon. All the best now. Take care.